Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready! 54. So don't say nothing. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They're going to run this with a tight end. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go one more.
Oh, design run for their wideout. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Check. Crunch. Mexico. Slam.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run with Chubb, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. At the 9-yard line. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. 12. Hey, check. Watch the ship. Check 13. Check 13.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, it's Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the screen.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the red zone now, Mariota steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
What do you want?
Mariota. Buying time to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You got it. You got it.
He's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Third and long here for Mariota. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 22 yards there, a first down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check 11. Check. 80 weapons. 12. Go.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike's 59. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
On first down, it's Long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mariota now. Eluding the pressure right. Towards the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Luck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike, 55. Check. Reggie. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it.
A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. Vinatieri's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, it's Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. One.
Scene 6. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
And the Titans' first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Lewis here on 1st down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That's what I do.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And Davis with it left side. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
To throw, Mariota. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Titan football. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 36, Mariota out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 22.
1st down, Tennessee.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football. And
picking up the 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, Mariota. Man open left side is Brown. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mariota going to give to Lewis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Here's Washington. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now on first down, it's Washington again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mike, check, 59.
2nd and 5 now. Luck. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. And the Colts, first down.
Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year. And he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 15. Gone right. Middle.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Monday. Close. Hey, Haywood.
Watch twits.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You. Check safety. Joker. Check 24. Check the backer. Hey, switch gears.
They run it again with Chubb. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Undercrush. One man. Back, X3, 218, chop it. Check 49. Deuce. Kill. Go ahead. Kill.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2.
Let's make these big plays.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. He was looking for Watkins that time. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a day. Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. This will be fielded at the 6. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Attack, 280. 50, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, left 3.
Hurry.
Shoot.
They give it off here to the tight end. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
On second and 12, Stafford, throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, 22. It's going to be a long day. Pick the edge. Come. Hey, orbit. 54 Mike. Check. Watch that.
Now Stafford. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber. You got that right there. Switch. Check. Hey, easy.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
0.
On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford, a deep ball for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because...
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jamie Collins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 5-4. Stay with your man.
59.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. We don't want this. Mike's 50. Mike.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson, he's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, he's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And caught by Thomas for a Raider touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down and 4, Stafford. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, I'm coming. 59. Smooth. Right there. 54, right there.
Here's Stafford. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Stafford. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
50-50. Hey, give me radar. 40 got.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
280. Mike 50. Watch the curl. Good touch.
Now it's Crowell, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Raiders.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. A first down carry now for Crowell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Crowell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Isaiah Crowell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Go 80. Go 14. Let's go. He's creating.
On first down, Richard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 32-yard line.
It's a safety creek.
Geis with the carry on second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Crowell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 41, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44, Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set! 180! White! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you, pump. 25!
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Hey, 22!
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, this is Geis. Pushes him over and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
21!
Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Crowell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Wilson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They come out here in the I. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Clement. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Corey Clement, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, it's Stafford. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
I'm going to go back to you. I'm going back to you. Check. Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, watch it. Check, boys. Monday. 61, matchbox lights.
This is Geis. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Give me that ball, defense. 32, 21. Bravo. Under 10, 10. Tight dog.
He'll look to throw. throw here's incomplete. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Check. Fresno. Zero. Rush in.
Watch out.
Now it's Stafford. That's complete to Meredith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to the ground game now with Geis, and he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They run with Geis. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is now to gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Check back. Yo, Mike 50. Hey, pick your game. 19. Check. Crunch.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They go back to the ground, this time Clement. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. A huge play there in overtime. 54 yards. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra